Hello, hi, it's me. So you guys don't really want the Kylie look specifically because I feel like we've done that. I feel like we've seen that. But you did ask me to teach you guys how to do the inner corner liner. That'll be a good one. And then you also want to know more of that blush technique. So I think that that's more fun. I feel like those are two things we haven't talked about. The look, I feel like we've done that. So I figured we would use this palette today. This is the Chipotle e.l.f. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. I'm going to film a TikTok while I'm doing this. I feel like y'all are afraid that I'm going to leave Instagram and go to TikTok. I'm not. It's not going to happen. I just got to do both. And it just means I'm talking a touch less content here. Just a touch less. Because I'm busy and I can do this, but doing that much between both, I think I'd wind up in the floor. Okay, let's start with a little bit of clean canvas. I kind of want to do a green cut crease. Don't at me. It's what I want to do. It's what this palette is just speaking to me about. I mean, look at this. I just want to use these two. Oh, they're so pretty. I'm so excited. I'm excited. Also, I'm using my Anissa Beauty eye treatment brush to apply my eyeshadow base. It is my absolute favorite. Look, I can even go around my brows. And then we'll take it in here. And it just spreads it so evenly. So if you don't have one of these. So I just want you to notice that I'm going to take the base a little farther out in case we want to extend that eyeshadow. Honestly, I'm just so excited. Look at this. Watch. What the heck? e.l.f. is not playing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hop into this shade. And I want you to notice that I'm using a really tiny brush, okay? A lot of times, I'll show you. I feel like most of the time we grab brushes that are this big to come into our crease. Now, I have semi-hooded lids. They're not overly hooded, but if you're hooded or you have smaller eyes, using a brush like this is not going to help you. You're going to muddy everything. You're not going to get that precision. This is a prototype, as is this, but if you guys get a MAC 228 or the Mario, let me grab the Mario one. Where did it go? There it is. This one, something like this. This is the Mario E5. This is going to be great and fit in here really nicely. So we need this brush and we need it in our collection, but we don't need it when we start our eye makeup. Okay, so we have our green shadow here. I'm going to relax my eye. I'm going to zoom you in. And I'm just going to start to press that. Notice that I didn't shut my eye to press that in. I'm going to grab some more. And I'm just kind of going to go back and forth. Notice that it's above the fold. That's going to make our lid look much larger in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and extend this as well. See, I didn't go, okay, let me press it in here. It would have been hidden. We really want to relax our eye and just bring that above. I'm going to keep packing that on. And I'm also going to kind of tilt my head back because now I can follow this line and we'll just kind of curve it through here. Just tap back and forth. So now I'm going to tilt my head back just a little bit and I'm going to start to kind of tap back and forth. Now, don't worry about it coming too far down this way. That's not where we have to worry about. We need to just start to transition, and I can get a nice smooth transition and even create another color, a lighter shade of the green. If I just kind of tap back and forth, it's going to just press it into that base and it's going to create a lighter shade. And it'll be a perfect transition because it's really just a lighter shade of the one green. So a lot of times we think that we need so many different colors to do a cut crease, when really it's just about pressing and taking your time. Look at that already. And now that it's diffused, watch this. We'll pick up the same exact green shade and we'll just continue to kind of press that through here, and it's just going to add more depth. What you're seeing is this gradient line. It's going to make this feel so much darker when we're only using one color. When I learned that, cut creases, we were just doing them morning, noon, and night. It looks like 3 different colors, but it's just one color. Now I'm just going to take a cream colored shadow and we're going to place this on the highest point of our brow. And from there, I'm going to start to kind of tap it over this way. Just continue to set all of that eyeshadow base. And this will just kind of smooth out this top line as well. This is a Scott Barnes 63. Now I'm just going to grab a little bit of the dark brown. There we go. 2 little taps. That has been wanting to escape the entire time, and it finally flew the coop on there. So I'm just going to press this one right through here. Just kind of take your time, press it over this way. And then we'll grab the Scott Barnes brush once again and just kind of tap those two together. Okay, so we're taking our Gerard Clean Canvas. I just have some here on the back of my hand. And while I have come to a point in my life to where I can do that, I wasn't always like that. So the best way to do it, you can kind of see I need to correct this over here, is to actually tap. Kind of tap it into place and then pull back and forth. Tap it where you want it and then pull back and forth. That's going to give you the most control. Just use a very thin concealer brush to do this. Like I said, by now I know my eye shape, but just kind of pressing it into place and then pulling is such a good tip. This is quite possibly the prettiest green I have ever put on my eyeball. So I just grabbed this shade. I first just grabbed it with my finger and just kind of pressed it on here like so. Really press it into the eyeshadow base. Then I grabbed the same Scott Barnes brush that we've been using on the side, and then I just kind of pushed it up. How stunning is this color? A guacamole eye. All right, this has like a green brown flip. Let's do this for our liner. I didn't want to use black liner, that feels boring. All right, so I'm just gonna take the wand, and what I did is I just kind of placed it through here. And we're just gonna do a little half wing. So that's about right. And then I grabbed this prototype brush and I just kind of did a half wing. Just kind of push it around where you want it. Of course, we're gonna clean this up with some micellar water on a concealer brush. We're getting somewhere. This is fun. Let me teach y'all how to do the inner corner liner. So I have this shade right here. It's honestly going to be easier if you start with brown, green, any other color but black. Black, she gets spicy fast. So start with a green or brown. Okay, another tip when we're going to do this is I'm actually going to use a lip brush. This is from MAC. It's very pointed and it's going to fit in here very, very nicely. Also, micellar water. Let's keep that close. Just tap right in. Again, this can be used as anything. So you can be using your liner, a gel liner. Gel liners are going to be a little bit easier. Pins, they're good, but you have more control if you use a brush and some kind of gel liner like that. All right, get in here. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to look at my tear duct. Don't worry about the screen. We're going to clean that with micellar water. But you kind of want to grab it right here. So what I'm doing is I'm extending that tear duct. Do you already see that? Looks like a little pigeon beak. It's adorable. So just kind of come in here, and that's where we're first going to start. So from here, I'm going to start to bring it right on top. We're not going to connect it, and then we'll kind of bring it through here. This is the key. This is how you get it really clean and really sharp. I always just do a little dot here in my hand, grab my little brush that I've been using the micellar water with. I'm going to zoom you all the way in, and I just kind of clean it up. Just kind of pull it that way. Look at that. I know it looks so complicated. It's actually the easiest thing ever. So now I'm going to dry off my brush here on Sheila. There will still be a little bit left in here, but you can kind of elongate. Look at that. So just kind of pull it back and forth until it looks nice and sharp. Spicy. And then if you still just don't feel like you can master it, get this. Get this immediately. I'm going to use this side. This is the liner side. I'm actually just going to pull a little bit right through here. Just a little extra definition. And then this side, you can kind of clean up and extend it and shape it. I'm telling you, this is the magic. Magic right here. So I popped on these lashes. I love how tiny the lash band is because I like to glue my lashes a little bit straight out this way, and you can't even see it. These are House of Lashes Patrick Tosh. She's a natural. This is new from Lorac. This is their Dewy Canvas Prep. I have been using it on the low, and it's quite beautiful. So we're just going to apply this to the outer perimeter and a little bit underneath our eye. It's very hydrating. But honestly, it feels more like a serum, so it's not going to be too heavy. But I do like to only apply this to the outer perimeter and underneath our eye. Look how pretty that looks. So I used my Rare Beauty foundation yesterday and I forgot how much I loved it. It's so pretty. I'm going to press this in with my Anisa Pinnacle foundation brush. I mean, look at that coverage, and it honestly feels like nothing on my skin. And the match. It's just so good. If you guys haven't tried this foundation, it is definitely one of my faves. Okay, so I'm using my Rare Beauty concealer, which I already applied. But I've been taking a concealer brush and just kind of placing it exactly where I want it before I tap it in with this one. So we're going to go around here because we don't want to cover up that green. So we need a little bit more precision. Look at how much that made that pop. Oh, that's super, super spicy. And then I'll grab my concealer brush. This is the Angled Concealer from Anisa Beauty. My ride or die. This one and that Pinnacle foundation brush. Ooh. And we'll start to tap that in. Alright, so I'm grabbing one of my old-time favorites. This is the Rimmel Jelly Bronzer, and if you're afraid of over-bronzing, or you're just wanting a very light and easy bronzer, this is it. Honestly, look at this. It just really warms the face. It's never orange, and you really can't go overboard with it. So it was one of my favorites for the longest time, and I'm always trying out new things, but I kind of want to start using it again because I love it. FYI, I'm going to do a TikTok on this, and I have a feeling that it might go viral, so go get this immediately before I do that. Just an FYI for you guys. Okay, so this about had me wilding for a second, but honestly, it looks like a lot, and it looks really pigmented. This is what it is. It's the Cheek Dew, the serum blush. But look how pretty it is once it's tapped in. This is a Mario. This was the Mario Sephora collection. All I'm using is just a fluffy synthetic brush though, and I'm going to bring this a little bit high underneath my eyes, and then across my nose, and a little across my forehead, and a little across my chin. I like this. Quick comparison. Let's compare the Givenchy one, the pink one, to the By Terry. Alright, so here we have the By Terry. We'll do this eye. Super smooth. We love it. Alright, I switched puffs. Let's try the Givenchy. Didn't want to mix them. I'm actually just going to mix it here because I want to make sure we're not mixing those powders. And we'll just press this in. Oh no. Oh! Do I still like the Givenchy more? Okay, so finish underneath the eye. It's going to be really simple. We're just going to grab the green and kind of press it under here. And connect it. Let's grab this for inner corner. Just kind of pop it right. Oh, it's a lot more pigmented than I expected. I'm going to grab this ColourPop lip liner. This is Cool BFF, and we are going to pop this gloss on top, but I did want some definition. Okay, so I applied the gloss for TikTok. It is a plumping gloss, so it's extra tingly, but I really like the color. I feel like it looks pretty with that really cool tone lip liner. Alright guys, we're all done. I filmed a TikTok, I filmed an IGTV, and then I filmed this story, and I still have to go get pictures. And I'm very excited about the sandwich that I'm going to eat for dinner. I love you guys with all my heart. I'm going to go finish up with everything. I'm going to post all the makeup details, and I'll post the makeup details here. And then of course I'll post the fun quick little review on TikTok. And what else do I need to do? I think that's it. I'm going to run out of slides. I've got to go. I love you guys so much. I mean it every time I say it. See you tomorrow.